In a remote mountain village, there lived a Zen monk known for his serene and simple life. He resided in a humble wooden hut on the edge of the forest, owning nothing but a tattered robe, a straw mat, and a bowl for alms. Despite his lack of possessions, he radiated peace and contentment, drawing villagers and travelers alike to seek his wisdom. One moonlit night, as the monk meditated in his hut, a thief crept through the forest and into his dwelling. The monk opened his eyes to find the thief rummaging through his sparse belongings. But instead of anger or fear, the monk greeted the intruder with a calm smile. "Ah, a guest has arrived," the monk said warmly. The thief froze, startled by the monk's reaction. "You've come all this way to visit me. Please, take what you need." The thief, confused and wary, looked around the bare hut. There was nothing of value to steal. Seeing this, the monk stood, removed his robe, and handed it to the thief. "Here," he said, "I insist you take this. You must be cold." The thief, bewildered by the monk's generosity, snatched the robe and fled into the night without a word. The monk watched him go, his heart untroubled. He stepped outside, gazing at the radiant moon hanging low in the sky. "Poor fellow," the monk murmured to himself. "I wish I could give him this beautiful moon." The next morning, the villagers came to the monk, alarmed to hear of the theft. They found him meditating peacefully, wrapped in a new robe gifted by a kind villager. When they asked if he was upset about losing his belongings, he smiled and said, "The thief only took what I gave freely. How can I be upset when I still have the moon, the stars, and the beauty of life?" Days later, the thief, haunted by the monk's kindness, returned to the hut. Ashamed, he knelt before the monk and returned the robe. "Why were you so kind to me?" he asked. "I came to steal from you, but you gave freely without anger." The monk placed a hand on the thief's shoulder. "Anger and attachment are chains that bind us. True freedom comes from letting go. If I had held on to that robe with bitterness, I would have been the one imprisoned." The thief, moved to tears, stayed with the monk and became his student. Over time, he learned the ways of Zen and found peace in the simplicity and beauty of life. Life lesson: true wealth is not measured by possessions but by the peace and freedom that comes from generosity and detachment. When we release anger and attachment, we create space for kindness and transformation, both for ourselves and others.